Hello. So, I'm going to take these off. I'll explain why. I'm just, my computer's being silly. Hang on a sec. Oh no, I'm still live. Okay, taking the glasses off again. So, I guess I want to document this and I want to share it with you guys because I want to give you hope that you can heal yourself if you want to. It's been a while since I've healed myself, and when I say heal myself, of an actual ailment of some kind. So years ago I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. And I remember sitting in the specialist's office and him saying to me, you know, this is your prognosis, this is the path that you're going to go down, this is the treatment you're going to need, this is the likely outcome. And it was very much about medication for the rest of my life, probably surgery, probably cancer. And I remember sitting there thinking, well, not thinking, but feeling. There was a feeling that came over me. It was like rejection, I guess. Rejection of what he was saying, rejection of that path for me. And it was such a visceral feeling. I can remember it like it was yesterday. And I just knew that wasn't going to be my outcome. That wasn't going to be the journey for me. I knew that I would heal myself. And I've healed myself from lots, from common colds and, other sort of minor, I guess, ailments and injuries and illnesses over the years, like a lot. It's basically consistently what I do for myself. But it's been a while since I've had a crack at doing a big healing of my physical body for myself. So my eyesight has been deteriorating for quite a few years now. And it started, as it does for a lot of us, with doing more computer work. The eyes get lazy, I guess, and they start to deteriorate because they're exposed to that, screen time all the time. And I'm sure there's other factors as well involved. Anyway, over the years, I've been progressively getting stronger and stronger and stronger glasses. So I started out just needing reading glasses. I've had perfect 20/20 vision basically my whole life up until just probably 3 or 4 years ago. And then from there it's sort of taken a pretty rapid decline. And it's the one thing that's really frustrated me. I don't know, for whatever reason, I've never sort of thought to put my healing gift to good use and really knuckle down and heal myself. I always do healings on myself, and the eyes are always a focus, but I've never really knuckled in and gone, right, I'm going to do this. Instead, I've just been getting stronger glasses. Eventually, it started out as reading glasses. Eventually, I needed glasses for like long distance and short distance. And I've noticed my eyesight's getting worse again, and I'm like, oh God, I'm going to have to go and get another prescription, a stronger prescription for my glasses. And I find my eyesight, the deterioration of it, to be quite debilitating. And I'm noticing that it does affect my confidence. And so confidence for me this year is a theme. I set my intention at the end of December that my year this year the theme was going to be confidence. And so I guess a big part of that I've realised is if I'm in a social situation, if I can't see someone clearly or properly from a distance or even up close, it affects my confidence. It affects my ability to be able to engage and connect. And so the dots have been joining, I guess you could say, in the last couple of weeks. And it was only 2 days ago, I think, was it Saturday? Friday or Saturday. It was only a couple of days ago. And I was like, right, that is it. I'm going to bloody heal my eyesight. I'm done with this. I've healed my body in miraculous ways on and off over the years. I can do this. And I had that same feeling come over me that came over me that day in the doctor's office with the ulcerative colitis diagnosis. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And so every day for the last 3 days, I've been spending 10 minutes or so, roundabout, just really knuckling in and locking in and doing some really intensive healing on myself. And I've noticed some interesting things starting to happen. And this is kind of why I'm sharing this now, because I want to encourage you and inspire you, but I also want to document my own journey as well, because I think this is going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. And so as I've been doing, and so I don't use any form of energy healing. I don't use Reiki. I don't use any other sort of taught practice. Mine is my own technique, and it's all channeled. And so my hands go all over the place. They kind of just do what they do. And I just roll with it, and I feel all the feelings, and I see some things. And so what I've been seeing in the last couple of days is a lot of the muscles around the eye are very weak, very, very weak. Almost like an elastic cord that's lost the elastic. You know how it's meant to be nice and stretchy, but it's overstretched. That's kind of what the muscles of my eye look like when I'm healing myself. So I've been doing a lot of work on that, and I've seen my star. So some of you will know the story about my star. It's where my business name Luminova came from. If you're not sure about that story, jump on my website, it's on there. So I've been seeing my star a lot, and it's like I'm seeing the cells in the eye repairing. So I'm seeing and feeling all sorts of things. Keep in mind, this has only been 3 days, thereabouts. So one of the biggest things that bugs me is having to wear my glasses when I'm driving, because I can't see the speed dial, like how fast I'm going, the kilometres, because it's just, I can't see it. It's just a blur. And so today I'm driving along. Oh, that's the other thing I needed to tell you that I've also changed is, because usually I'd be wearing my glasses like 24/7, constantly, all the time. And I've decided, since I was going to heal my eyes, I need to rely less on the glasses. So I'm having more glasses free time. So my eyes can be blurry, but I'm doing healing on them as I go. And so I'm driving home today, and I glanced down at the speedo without my glasses, and I glanced down at the speedo, and I could see the numbers. They weren't crystal clear, but they were clear enough that I could read the numbers. And I actually had to do a double take. Like I touched my face because I thought, oh, did I put my glasses back on without realizing it? And so when we're healing ourselves, we will get these little signs. We will get these little nudges of encouragement to keep going, keep healing, keep exploring, keep playing, keep trying. Be persistent. Have faith. Trust yourself. These are all the things that I embody when I'm healing myself. My ability to trust myself, my faith in the power of energy healing, and my ability to heal myself. These are all the things that I lean into. It's not just about working with the energy and connecting with the energy. It's all these other things that come into play. And so I just wanted to share that. It's only been 3 days, and I am noticing a difference already. This shouldn't surprise me. After I've been doing this stuff for 10 years for myself and for other people, I've seen miracles every other week in the way people heal. So this shouldn't surprise me, but it does. Every time I have one of these moments for myself, or I witness it for someone else, it just fills me with so much surprise and joy. And it's like I know it's going to happen, but I'm still surprised and delighted and amazed and not overwhelmed, but you get all the big feels. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm seeing progress already, so watch this space. I'm going to keep going. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I know I'm going to heal my eyesight to the point where I won't need glasses anymore, and I cannot wait. So stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. Enjoy your Monday. Bye. Hello, hello. This is a really quick. Oops, I'm losing my earpiece. Hang on. This is a very, very quick update. I did a live a couple of days ago because I want to start documenting the journey that I've just started going on to heal my eyesight. So this is update number 2. So it's now I worked out that it was Friday that I started doing the energy healings on my eyesight, so I don't need glasses anymore. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Are we Wednesday? So that's 5 days, I think. So day 5. Driving this morning in the traffic, and I haven't needed my glasses because the improvement a couple of days ago was I could actually see the speedo, the numbers on the speedometer. So I haven't needed my glasses for the short-sighted stuff in my car, which is amazing. So I haven't been wearing my glasses in the car the last couple of days. Usually I can't see number plates either, so it's probably a bit naughty that I haven't worn my glasses, but anyway, don't tell anyone. So yeah, usually I can't make out number plates at all. It's just a blur. Even when they're, just a car length in front of me. If they're right up in front of me, I can see it. But yeah, if any more than a car length or more in front, I can't make it out. Driving along today without my glasses, number plates, clear. I can see number plates. Day 5. My healing is working. And I'm actually doing this how I would do healings for my clients and how I do healings in my weekly Stellar Journey sessions for the tribe. It's channeled. It's all very organic. It unfolds as it's meant to, but I'm focusing on my eyes specifically. And so I think what I might do next time for my live is I'll record myself so you can see me doing my healings for myself. So I'm doing them every day, and I'm only doing it for like 5 or 10 minutes, so it's not long. But that's all I've been doing. I haven't tried, and I've had so many people message me since I've sort of gone public with this saying, oh, you try this, try that, I've heard this works, I heard that works. And I'm so grateful for all the suggestions, and I have actually made a note of them, but I'm specifically using just energy healing for now because I'm using myself not like a guinea pig because I know it works, but I want to show the world that this energy healing legitimately does work. And there's always exceptions, it's always, sometimes it'll come down to timing. It's got to be the right time. Sometimes it'll come down to there's more lessons to be learned, so the healing will stall or may not happen how you wanted it to because there's more lessons for you. So there's lots of reasons why it may not unfold as it's meant to. But despite all that, I believe we can all heal ourselves. And especially when you get that knowing, and that's what I got when my eyesight, it's what I got a few years ago with my ulcerative colitis. I just had this, it's a feeling that's hard to describe, but it's basically your intuition just going, yes, this can be done. You will do this. So I'm trusting that, and I'm leaning into that. And trust is a huge thing. It's a huge thing. So yeah, another win for today. I'm very happy and I'm very excited, and I wanted to document this and capture it. So we've got a bit of a timeline happening for my journey healing my eyesight. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll go live again soon in the next couple of days, and you can see me do my thing. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello. This is like the 3rd attempt I've had at going live. This morning my phone doesn't want to play the game. Maybe I've already got too much energy generated. It's messing with the technology. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope you're well. So a couple of days ago, earlier last week, I think it was about Wednesday, I did my last update on how the progress for my healing my eyesight is going. And I promised then that my next live, I would give you a working example of what I'm actually doing for myself. So I'm jumping on, I've got the house to myself, the boys have gone to the gym nice and early, and I usually do my healings on my eyes first thing in the morning when I get up, and I do usually do it before I put my glasses on in the morning, but I won't be able to see. I had to put them on to do this, or I wouldn't have been able to see the buttons that I was pushing. So yeah, I'm jumping on to do a little example for you of how I'm healing my eyesight. So I'll just talk to you a little bit about the way I work as a healer. I don't use any set techniques or protocol. I don't use Reiki. I don't use any other form of pre-taught energy healing, any techniques, any methods. My technique is my own technique. It's 100% channeled. There's a lot of intuition in it as well, but it's divinely guided by spirit. So I personally believe that's why my healing gift is so powerful, because I'm honoring the way that I personally myself work with energy, not the way that other people have taught me how to work with energy, if that makes sense. So with other taught modalities, it's very much about specific hand positions. There's set protocol. There's even rules with a lot of other healing techniques, guidelines, loose guidelines for some, but for others there are kind of some hard and fast rules of what the person doing the healing can and can't do. Some people will say you must not have any jewelry on. No ifs, buts, or maybes, because the jewelry interferes. Some people will say you must not have shoes on while the healing is being taken place because you're not grounding yourself properly. They're just a couple of examples off the top of my head. And I'm a big believer in that, it will work for some people. So I think we have to use our intuition with this stuff. If what someone is saying to us when we're doing some healing work on ourselves, if that really, really resonates, if that really lands and really makes sense, then you go for it. You trust that and you do that or don't do that, because that's your inner self, that's your higher self giving you some guidance, in regards to, yes, that's a good fit for you, or no, it's not. And it can be hard when you're learning somebody else's technique or another modality that somebody else has created with these set guidelines or rules. Often there's not a lot of room for experimentation and play and intuition. So I just wanted to use this before I get into healing myself and show you guys what I can do. I just wanted to use this as a little opportunity just to say to you, if you want to heal yourself, or if you are healing yourself, whether you have learned Reiki or a different modality of some kind or not, I would really want to encourage you to be intuitive with it and play. That's my biggest thing. I've got an event coming up next weekend at Talray Centre, and the theme for my event is everyday spirituality. Everyday spirituality, for me, it's a way of life. It's how I live my life. And a big part of that everyday spirituality is play. Playing with ideas, playing with concepts, playing with other people's suggestions, other people's protocol, and just experimenting and having fun with it and seeing what works, seeing what feels good, seeing what's a good fit. That's the whole everyday aspect of spirituality. It's about doing things your way, in a way that feels good and easy and natural for you. So if you do want to come and hang out with me next Saturday, I'd love you to come and join me at that, because we're going to do a lot of exploring, we're going to do a lot of healing, we're going to have a lot of really cool conversations. The aim of it is to help you be spiritual in your own beautiful, unique, everyday way, because I do believe that's where the magic happens. And so I've digressed a little bit, so we'll come back to healing yourself. Be open to experimenting. Let your hands do what they want to do. That's essentially how I heal. And if I'm not always using my hands, I'm just tuning into my energy without using my physical body in any way. Again, you're observing, you're the witness. You're bearing witness to the healing that is unfolding. If you can just breathe and observe and stay curious, keep your energy high, and just let the experience unfold for you. That's essentially how I go into every single healing. For every client, for every stellar journey, I set an intention that we're going to heal or that we're going to journey. And through my channeling gift and my healing gift, the whole thing opens up and unfolds. And we all have our own gifts. I've got my gift. I'm using it every single day for myself and for clients and for my family in all sorts of different ways. You have your own gift. So one of the reasons why I want to do these lives to talk about me healing my eyesight is because I really want to encourage you to have a crack. Just have a crack, have a go, have a play. Don't overthink it. It's not that hard. It's fun. It can be easy if we let it. Of course, there's going to be challenges. Of course, there's going to be some times where it's like you can't feel it very much, or the healing might be delayed because there's more lessons to be learned, or the healing might unfold in an entirely different way to what you were expecting. The results might not be what you're expecting. Or they might be exactly what you're expecting. They might be exactly what you're manifesting. There's lots and lots of variables, but despite all that, you can heal yourself in some way, in every way, in whatever way you truly wholeheartedly believe that you can. So belief and trust, they're two massive, massive things. Intuition, huge. And that everyday sort of playfulness, that curiosity, massive as well. So when you sort of work with those elements, which is what we'll be doing next Saturday at my event, you can make magic happen. You really, really, truly can. Okay, let's do some healing. On me. Here's me going like this, ready to heal you guys. I'm healing myself. So I'm going to take my glasses off, and I am going to need, hang on, I need something. Yep, that'll be good. Okay. That can sit there. All right, so glasses off. So I'm going to talk you through as best I can what I'm doing here as well. If you feel like having a play yourself and healing yourself while I do this, go for it. We're going to have some beautiful big energy going on here. So knock yourself out. All right, so before I even start, basically I do this when it feels right. So sometimes it's as soon as I get out of bed. Sometimes it's last thing of the day when I'm getting into bed. Sometimes it's just some spontaneous thought in the middle of the day. Oh, I'm going to do some healing on my eyesight. So that's the first important thing, is I'm being guided by when am I actually going to do this? And how long am I going to do it for? That's all intuitive. So I'm getting this sense of, yep, I'm going to do my eyesight. So that's when I'll do it. I'll just take 5 or 10 minutes out of my day. It doesn't take me long. And I'm just being consistent with it every single day. So I'll get this feeling at some stage through the day that I'm going to heal myself, heal my eyesight. That's my higher self saying now's a really good time. There's going to be a lot of reasons for that. One of the big reasons is there's probably already something going on in the body. So the body's always healing itself. So there's probably already something going on in the body along those lines. So my higher self is coming in saying, get into it. Now's a good time. The body's in a good state, or there's something going on, or the energy's just right, whatever it might be. I might not even know what that reason is. That's another thing. Just trusting the process without knowing all the nitty gritty, all the ins and outs. That's a hard one. But if you can try and do that, it'll help as well. Okay, so I've got my feeling. Yep, now's a good time to do my eyesight. So then I just start. I just get a feel. I just get a feel for it with my hands. My main focus, interestingly, all week has been the sides of the head, the sides of my eyes. And so my eyes are open and I'm kind of looking at long distance, and then I'm looking at short distance while my hands are sort of moving around the side of my head. And I can actually feel it in my eyes. I'm sure you've all had eye strain before, where your eyes, the muscles in your eyes, they start to feel strained. You can feel it, like a bit of tension or something in the back of the eye. It's interesting because that's what I'm feeling every now and then, but in a good way. So it's like I'm going along and I'm looking around, and then I'll look at like close up, and then I'll look long distance. Every now and then I'll just feel like a squeeze, like a strain. But I know, I have this inner knowing that that's the muscles in the eye tightening, like they're working, they're starting to work again. They're not being lazy and relying on the glasses. So I take that little sign of that little squeeze, that for me is a good sign. And so trusting what you're feeling, having an inner knowing about, okay, well, I'm getting this feeling. Usually you just go, oh God, my eyes are strained, so that's a bad thing. But I just have this knowing that it's a good thing. So you'll get these inner knowings as well as you're healing yourself. And if you don't get the inner knowings, or if you're not sure, if you're doubting yourself, just keep going. Just roll with it. And so already, as I'm doing this, my long-sightedness, I can feel like it's like, you know how sometimes if you get a little funny film over your eye every now and then, and you got to kind of blink, you feel like you need to blink a couple of times to clear your eyes. That's what it's starting to feel like. Which again, I feel like that's a good thing, because it's like my eyes are wanting to clear. They're ready. They're wanting to clear up and have good vision. And I noticed yesterday, I had a couple of clients in my little healing room yesterday. Usually I would need my glasses just to sit across from them and have a conversation so I could see their face, because I can't even see people's faces usually anymore. And yesterday I noticed I had my glasses off and I could see their faces. It was wonderful. It wasn't clear yet, but I could make out their features. I could actually see them. So I didn't feel like I was looking at a blurry mass, as I was having these conversations with people. So it's coming along beautifully. And so you can probably see my hands, I'm just chattering away. My hands are just doing what they're doing. They're doing their thing. My brain, my head isn't controlling my hands. They're just going where they go. And then my eyes will start to do the same thing. So yesterday as I was doing this, I noticed as my hand started to do this, and then my eye started to follow it. So my eyes are starting to just intuitively, instinctively work with the healing as well. And I can see a couple of comments coming in, but my eyesight's not that good yet. I can't read it. I'll chuck my glasses on in a second. I'll have a look at the comments. But good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me, having a sticky beak while I heal myself. And this is more than a sticky beak. I'm giving you guys a little one-on-one how you can heal yourselves. Okay. So now my hands want to come across the front of the face, across the front of my eyes. And I'm still wanting to look, to change the range of the vision. So long distance, short distance while I do this. And sometimes it's palms, like the palms where the energy's coming through, and sometimes it's fingertips. So now I can feel these threads coming out through the bottom of the eyes. So I'm just working. I don't really know what this is, but I'm doing it. I'm just going for it. So sometimes I will get these, I'll know exactly what this is. But often it's just, the hands just do what they do. So now I'm getting this sense of something towards the top and back of the eye. I'm getting this sense of energy folding up and over itself, like a shutter, the shutter's being raised. The blind's going up. That's what this feels like now. Haven't had this one before, so this is a new sensation, this is a new feeling. And so I basically just do this for like 5 or 10 minutes. And then my hands are like, so I'm pulling all sorts of stuff out now. And I need to blink. And the really funny thing, should I do it now? I'll do it now. Deliberately crossing my eyes, so deliberately like skewing my eyesight. Every now and then I need to do that too. I feel like that resets. It's resetting something when I cross my eyes. Okay. So the other thing that I've just recently started doing, and this is all intuitively driven as well, I think it started yesterday, is having something that I need to read, like writing, but big enough. So I've just had like letters and brochures and things on the bench. I'll just grab one and just use that. And because I'm sitting here at my desk at home, I've grabbed a oracle deck box because it's got some print on it. And so I'll hold it out at arm's length and look at the letters, at the writing, and then move it in close, all the way in, right into to my nose, as far as it'll go, and then back out again. This started yesterday. And I'm noticing that my eyes, when I first started doing it, and usually if I would do this, if I moved something in close like this while my eyes looked at it, my eyes would start bucking around. Like I could actually feel them turning and sort of flitting and jumping around in my head, like because they just can't focus. They're not being able to control themselves. And so I'm getting that eye strain feeling too, which means for me that right now that this is strengthening, it's actually working. And I'm very acutely aware of how stable my eyes and my vision is staying. It's still blurry, but my eyes aren't bucking all over the place like they were when I did this. So we've just started adding that little thing into it. Yeah, that feels good. So this is what I'm doing every single day. I'm not using any other remedies to heal my eyesight. I'm using my intuition. I'm using my gift of channeling and healing. So there you go. There's a little example for you. So I will keep you updated with how it goes. As I said yesterday, I've noticed more progress. People's faces not as blurry. Even sitting here now, looking at my phone, looking at this screen while I'm live. Yes, it's blurry, but I tell you, it is nowhere near as blurry as what it was. Like my eyesight was bad. It was deteriorating rapidly. And I figured, well, if it can deteriorate that quick, it can bloody well heal that quick too. That's sort of the thought that I had. I'm like, no, I'm not having eyesight that gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Not having it. Yeah, so that was my motivation because I could feel it getting worse again and everything was just so blurry. I wasn't comfortable with it. It wasn't sitting well with me at all, which is another big sign for me now in hindsight. Should have known better, earlier, sooner, maybe. But just that feeling of this isn't feeling right. I'm not liking this. This is, this isn't okay. This isn't okay with me. That's a sign for me that I can do something about it. I can heal myself. So it's a combination of everything. Lots and lots of things. Yeah, that feels good. All right. Well, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that little demo. And I hope the advice that I've shared in this helps. Please have a play. If there's something going on with your body, or if it's not physical, might be an area of your life, like a relationship or work, or you're worried about something, if there's something that you can think of that you just like, oh, God, this is not sitting right with me, this is not okay with me, it's just a very strong, firm feeling and knowing. If you've got something like that right now that you can think of, take that as your sign. Do something about it. Send some healing. You don't have to have experience. If you've never done this before, all the more reason to have a play. If you've never done any healing work before and you're watching this and you're like, I think I can do that, do it. That's your sign. Go for it. Have a play. Play with the energy in and around you. Experiment. Keep your energy high. So if you need to chuck some music on to make you feel good, to lift your vibration, because having a high vibration is really important, because it keeps you, nice and aligned with the sort of higher, healthier, happier, healing energies. Do that. And share with me, share in the comments. If you do have a play, if you've got any questions, if this resonates for you, if it's inspired you to do some healing on yourself, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to come hang with me next Saturday, where we're going to go into way more depth, way more detail about not just this, but everyday spirituality as an overall topic and theme, and how you can be spiritual in a really healthy, happy way for you, please come to my event next weekend. The ticket details are on my website. If you ever want a one-on-one with me, you know where to find me. You can book on my website. All my availability is there. You just pick your date and time, lock your details in, and that's it. It's as easy as that. If you want to join the Stellar Journeys tribe, you will get me every single week for 45 minutes in your ear, guiding you through the most insanely beautiful soul journeys, insanely powerful energy healing, and channeled guidance from spirit every single week if you're in the Stellar Journeys tribe. The tribe is growing every week as more women discover how amazing my Stellar Journeys sessions are. So if you want to be a part of that, I would love to welcome you into the tribe. But all my offers, all my offerings, everything I do is on my website. So jump on there and have a look. I would love to help you. All right, now I'm going to have to put these back on so I can see. Oh, Donna, morning, Joe. You're looking extra gorgeous today. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say, because I've literally just, I haven't long been out of bed. I've chucked my hair in a top knot, chucked a shirt on and thought, right, I'm not even going to shower or get myself prepped or organised this morning. I'm going to go live, raw, natural, a la natural. So thank you. That's very lovely of you to say, darling. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll catch up with you again soon with another update, and we'll talk some more about healing ourselves and how wonderful everyday spirituality is. Okay, bye-bye. So just have a little look at these still shots from my recent eyesight healing live from the weekend. A family member actually brought it to my attention yesterday, so I've watched the replay myself, and oh my God, check out the sparkles all around my head, my right arm and hand, and around my right eye. And notice how my eyes change too. I've included a normal still shot so that you can see how my eyes actually look, and then compare that to the shots following where my right eye looks like a black mass, and the other shot where the right eye is black and the left eye is sparkling. It is very, very cool. Hello. So it's been a few days, actually it's probably nearly been a week since I've done my last eyesight healing update. So my last update, when was that? I think it was the weekend. maybe last weekend. And then you may have seen earlier this week I shared a couple of stills, screenshots from that live where the video has actually captured the healing energy and the effect that it was having on my eyes. Very, very cool shots. So check that out if you haven't seen it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I started a healing journey for myself. It'll be a couple of weeks ago now. I decided I'm going to heal my eyesight. I am so sick of wearing glasses. My eyesight was getting progressively worse. It was driving me insane. And so I thought, right, I'm a healer, for goodness sake. Enough's enough. Let's see what I can do. I'm a big believer when we're doing any energy work, so doing energy healing, that the results, the outcome is entirely dependent on lots and lots of different factors. I do believe that, what will be, will be. I also believe that we get a say, we are a part of this journey, so, we get a say in what happens. It's not ultimately up to some, higher plan for us. We're here on earth to live our life and have experiences, and we have our own free will, and we are a part of the plan. So sometimes things will work out as they're meant to when we're doing healings or receiving healings. Sometimes they'll happen in unexpected ways. Sometimes the outcome or the result will be delayed. Sometimes it's sped up and there'll be like complete miracles that unfold. But despite all of that, I believe we can all heal ourselves. So yes, I've had 2 weeks now of working on my eyesight. I had an inner knowing. I've just had this feeling, this sense that I can do it. I'm going to do this. And when I get those feelings, when I get those inklings, I lock in and I go for it. So it's been an amazing 2 weeks. It's all happening way faster than what I was ever expecting. So this is another good tip. Try not to have too many expectations, and that comes with a little caveat as well. I'll explain that in a minute. But when you go into something, when you're doing energy work or healing work and you have this expectation that it's going to look like this or feel like that, you can often miss what is actually happening for you. So my expectations are that I'm going to heal myself. My expectations are that it's going to happen exactly as it needs to for my highest good. And then beyond that, I just step out of the way, activate the healing energy, connect in with source, and the rest just unfolds very organically. And that's exactly how I work with my clients when I'm doing one-on-ones. It's exactly how I work when I'm doing my weekly Stellar Journey sessions for the tribe. And I find that this is the most effective, most powerful way for me to facilitate energy healing for myself and for others. So there's no Reiki, there's no other modalities or techniques that I use. It's my own way. It's my own unique way of working with energy and healing myself. And it's doing some quite spectacular things, I must say. So my latest update for you is, let me just think, so it's been about a week. So I have 2 sets of glasses. These are my reading glasses, so for short-sighted. And my other glasses are bifocals because I've recently, a couple of years ago, I needed glasses for both long vision and short vision. And this week I have not needed my bifocals for the long sightedness. So my long-sighted vision is almost 100%. I don't need those glasses. I don't need my bifocals anymore. And it's interesting, I've noticed that when I do wear them, if I'm lazy and don't go find these and just chuck my bifocals on for reading something, and then I'll forget and leave them on and just kind of go about my day, I've noticed once or twice I've done that this week and I've ended up with really bad eye strain. It's not, my eyes aren't loving them anymore. So take them off, do some more healing, and I pretty much haven't worn them since. So this week I've ditched the bifocals, very happy with that. What was the other big thing? There was another, floaties. You'll know, if you get floaties in your eyes, you've got to know what I'm talking about. Floaties are like these things you can see in your eyes. It's like these black or grey sort of specks or dots, and they kind of move around. The floaties in my left eye have gone. They've completely gone. I can still see them. I've still got it in my right eye. So when I look around even now, like it's just always there. It's always been there in both eyes for years. There are none in my left eye anymore, I've noticed a few days ago. So that was pretty exciting too. My short-sighted vision, still not great, but that was the first, when I never ever needed glasses up until a few years ago. And the first glasses I needed was for reading, for close-up stuff. So I feel like that's probably, well, it obviously is going to take a little bit longer to heal than the long-sighted stuff. So I'm noticing sort of arm's length, so people's faces aren't blurry anymore. So arm's length vision has definitely improved. Because my bifocals actually had three lenses in them. So the middle lens was for like arm's length sight, so for if I'm sitting across from someone or seeing something at arm's length. And I don't really need that anymore. It's still a little bit blurry, but it's not as clear as what it could be. So that's improving, but my close-up short-sighted is still really blurry. But that's okay. I can still feel lots when I'm doing healings on myself. I'm doing them nearly every day. I think I missed yesterday. Did I miss yesterday? There was one day, a couple of days ago, that I didn't do it. But this is the approach I take. I do it when I intuitively feel like I need to do it. So I will probably do it every day for a while, and then I won't feel like I need to do it, and then I'll dip back into it. And if I do it that way, it doesn't become a chore. It doesn't become like hard work. It's keeping my energy light, and it's keeping me in the right headspace and the right energy to be able to heal myself effectively. So it's going well. I'm really happy with the progress. I've decided I'm going to go and take myself off to the optometrist. I don't know when yet, maybe in the next couple of weeks, to have a follow-up eye test done. I would love to see the results of that compared to the last time I had it done, which I actually can't remember how long ago that was, maybe 6 months-ish, thereabouts. I want to document this. I want to capture my journey, and I want to prove that there are results. It's not just me imagining things like a lot of people would say that it is. My eyesight is healing 100%. So there you go. That's my update for now. I will keep you posted. Lots of people loved me watching me doing the live healing on myself. So I might do that again next time. I'll let you guys watch it on. And some people felt the healing as well, which happens. It happens a lot. If I ever do events, and I might sort of ask one person at the event if I could do a little mini one-on-one for them, 9 times out of 10 the other people in the room will feel something. It'll resonate. They'll feel shifts in their own body. So it does happen. It does have that sort of ripple effect, and helps other people as well. So yeah, I'll jump on and do another live healing again in a few days. What else do I want to say? I have only got a couple of weeks left where I'm available for one-on-ones, and then I'm having a month off. So if you do want a one-on-one with me, please jump on my website, grab your spot. It's really easy to see all my availability for February and book what you want. If you have any questions, sing out. If you want to check out my stellar journeys, please do. I would love to welcome you into the tribe. I think that's it for now. Okay. Nice chatting to you. See you again. Bye. Hello, happy Sunday. I've had quite a few people ask me lately how I'm going with my eyesight healing. So I thought I'd give you all a little update. It's been an interesting journey, actually. So I hope you find this as fascinating as what I do. So pretty much I had reached the point where for my eyesight I needed long distance glasses and like short close-up reading glasses. So I needed both. And I can't remember. Those of you may remember seeing my other posts from, I think it was a couple of months, 2 or 3 months ago maybe, where I made the big announcement that I was going to heal my eyesight. And it was going really, really well. So my long distance, I haven't worn those long distance glasses since then. And it's not perfect. I'm just looking sort of out, at something long distance now, just sort of trying it out. It's not perfect. It's not 100%, but it is fine. I don't need my glasses for long distance anymore. And I haven't done since I did those initial eyesight healings for myself. The short distance for my reading and close up, that's been another story. So I was ticking along really well. I was doing the healings, and I reached a bit of a crossroads. I reached a point where the healings were working, but that meant that my reading glasses weren't the right prescription anymore because my eyesight was changing. And so when I would wear my glasses, so it wasn't healing quick enough to the point where I didn't need my glasses at all. I still can't see very well close up without my reading glasses, but it was better, much better. And so it was improving, but when I put my glasses on to actually read and to see things up close, I was getting eye strain and really bad headaches. And so I persisted with it and I played with it. And it got to the point where I did get a little bit frustrated, and I was like, right, I'm just going to stop the healing and I'm just going to wear my glasses because the headaches weren't great. So my eyesight kind of stayed where it was at that point. So it had healed a little bit, but not enough for me to not need my reading glasses. But then I kind of slipped away from doing my eyesight healings. Life happens. You get busy doing other stuff, or my focus goes elsewhere. And so over the coming months, I kind of slipped back into being entirely dependent on my reading glasses. And my eyesight basically went back to, for short-sighted, it went back to how it originally was, which was kind of nice because I wasn't getting the headaches and the eye strain anymore, but frustrating all the same because I could see that my healings were working, but in that weird in-between middle, it wasn't great. So I've started again, and I'm seeing quicker improvements. I still need my reading glasses, but it's only been, since I've started again, it's been probably a week maybe of me having another go at healing my eyesight really intentionally. And second time around, I feel like it is more effective, and I'm noticing the shifts are happening quicker. And I'm not getting the eye strain and headaches with my reading glasses because I do still need them. I'm not getting the same eye strain and headaches as what I was. So I'm going to persist.
I will keep you updated. I will let you know how it goes. A client asked me about, she came to me for a one-on-one last week, I think it was, and she asked me, she's like, how's your eyesight healing going? And I told her the story, and she said, oh, why don't you just go get some magnifying, like just the straight magnifying reading glasses from the chemist, and, just kind of ease back on the strength of the magnifying glasses. And I thought that was an excellent idea. So I reckon I'll do that. I'll see how it goes. And I do realise that there is going to be a little bit of discomfort as the eyes adjust. Even when I'm doing my healings on my eyes for myself, I feel the eye strain because the muscles are responding. The muscles are starting to work, and I can feel it. It's coming up as a little bit of eye strain, even as I'm doing my daily healings. So I'm expecting a little bit of discomfort, but I do not want to get to the point where I'm getting really, really bad headaches again, because that was not fun. And that for me is not what healing's about. For me, it's about natural progression, natural improvements. Yes, sometimes we've got to get really uncomfortable when we're healing. Of course we do. I'm not completely, I'm not completely delusional. I understand that. But I've got spirit on my shoulder constantly saying to me, keep it light, keep it fun, keep it easy, keep it natural. It can be easy and it can be natural. It doesn't have to be uncomfortable or even painful. So I'm going with that. I'm rolling with that. That sounds good to me. So I think that is all I wanted to tell you. I will keep you posted. One thing that's really interesting that I've noticed this is the third time around, because I had that original go at healing my eyesight. I pulled the plug on it because of the headaches, and then I did have another go somewhere in between now and that initial stage, and it was the same. I had the headaches really quickly and the eye strain really quickly. So this is actually third time around. And I've noticed as I'm healing, because you know me, I'm an intuitive healer. I channel. When I heal, I channel. So I'm being guided by spirit and guided by my body and my energy and the energies around me. So if I am using a technique, I don't know what it is, because it's all new to me as I'm channeling, healing in the moment. So I'm using slightly different techniques this time. I'm noticing my hands are moving in different ways, and I'm feeling my eyes responding in different ways. And I'm even feeling popping through my sinuses this time, and pop, like, how your eyes have eye pressure, like there's pressure, when you go to the optometrist and they check the eye pressure and they puff the air in your eye. I'm feeling that sensation when I'm healing my eyesight this time, which I didn't feel the first two times. So that's interesting. And the other thing that's really interesting, I've noticed when I'm reading, if I hold my eyelids in a certain position, I can almost see 100%, almost. So it's like I'm almost looking through my eyelashes. If my eyelids and my eyes are held in a certain position now, I can actually see up close. And I haven't been able to read text up close like this or see someone's face clearly that's, right in front of me for a it's been years. So that's giving me hope. That's very encouraging. And I think that I kind of just figured that out by accident. I just kind of softened my eyelids one day and went, oh my God, I can actually read that writing on the page in front of me. And so, yeah, I'm still chipping away at it. It is working, and it has always been working. That is the encouraging bit. It's just a matter of playing with it, tweaking it as I go, taking a break when I'm feeling frustrated, because that's not helping me at all. If I'm doing something, if I'm healing myself out of frustration and annoyance, it's not going to serve me at all. So I'm taking a pause when I need to. I'm doing it, when I feel like I need to. I've noticed the last couple of days I'll have my glasses on when I'm reading like a message on my phone or reading a book or whatever, and Spirit very clearly is saying to me, take your glasses off, take your glasses off. So I'm taking my glasses off, and I'm looking at this. I can't read the writing, but I'm looking at it, and Spirit's like, just stay there. Just stay there. Let your eyes adjust. Let your eyes adapt. Yes, it's blurry. This isn't about you reading what's on the screen right now. This is about giving your eyes some time, looking at something up close, text or a photo or whatever it might be, and just sitting with that. So I've been doing a lot of that the last probably 48 hours as well. So if you're keen to follow along on my eyesight healing journey, like a lot of people seem to be, stay tuned. I'll give it a good go. I'll give it another month maybe, and I'll give you another update unless something miraculous happens between now and then. I will let you know. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, if this is the first you've heard about me healing my eyesight, what will I do? I'll see if I can find my older videos and I'll reshare them on my page so they're closer to the top so you can find them if you're curious to watch those, because they were pretty cool. And I took some screenshots of me doing a demo healing, and you can actually see the energy coming out of my hands in the photos, and you can see my eyes change in the heal while I'm doing the heal. It's really cool. It kind of creeped a couple of people out, but I find that very, very fascinating. So I'll see if I can find those older posts, the initial posts where I first started, and I'll bump them up to the top of my page so you can find them a little bit easier. So yeah, that's it from me. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Do you know, we're in the middle of winter in Tasmania, and I am in short sleeves outside, and we have got the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blue skies. We've had a few days of rain and wind, and it's been miserable, but today is absolutely magic. So I'm sitting out here in the sunshine, loving life. So if you're in Tassie too, enjoy the sunshine, take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.